You almost killed me.
I've fallen, and I can't get up!
Yes, you can! Just do it!
You know, I wanted to say in Tim's defense that I used to think he was a pretty good guy because he stuck around and raised his ex's kid. I can't remember her name right now. And it takes a really solid individual. And you don't see a lot of men willing to step up and raise their own kids, never mind someone else's kids. And Tim was a father to that child, and I want to give him credit for that. I think that makes him a really stand-up guy. However, his behavior on this show is self-deprecating. He's causing his own drama with Jennifer, in my opinion. No, she has not been saying nice things about him, but he's the one who can't get her name out of his mouth. He can't let it go. Every day, every opportunity, my ex, Jennifer's my ex. Just leave it alone, man. But she lost points with me too. She's acting like a fucking 6-year-old. She can't have a civil conversation with the man. They can't squash their beef like adults and just move past it. Why can't they be friendly? If they never even had sex with each other, what is all this volatility for? And she's so pissed off that he had the audacity to call her a gold digger. Like, that's the worst thing a woman can be called. So what? Let him call you a gold digger. People will figure out whether you are or aren't. Running your mouth like a bitchy chihuahua isn't helping. He said worse things about you than you being a gold digger.
Hey, welcome back. This is Rust Reality Recaps, and we're covering 90 Day Fiancé, Hunt for Love, Episode 2. So last we left these goobers off, it was Flirting 101 and Hot Tub Speed Dating. We'll circle back to the hot tub speed dating in a moment. Starting off with Flirting 101, this workshop, the coordinator here is going to select 2 people at random and have them have a quick date with each other in front of everyone so they can be rated on their skills, where they need to improve and where they did well.
We're going to break down your game and give you some feedback on what's working for you and what's not.
Courtney admits that she's really awkward and embarrassed to be doing this, and she does not know how to flirt at all. But honestly, at least she tried. She put in some effort, I'll give her that. When the coordinator asks her what would help her be more comfortable, what would switch gears for her, she says alcohol. I like Courtney.
Alcohol.
So they have Usman go up first, and this is where we get to see how he comes up with his lyrics. He's such a lyricist, he's so intelligent. I really don't know how the girls keep their panties on around him, and not just the older ones like baby girl Lisa and Kimbali. Man, Usman, you gotta step up your game, bud.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
You love me?
I love you, my baby Cassidy.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
In my opinion, that sucked.
We literally just heard another one of Usman's bangers, you guys. You just gotta slap a beat on there, and that's how the man does it. That's how he writes his bangers.
This song sucks.
Usman's proud of his flirting skills. He thinks he's pretty good at it. Yeah. The awkward thing is that Courtney has a thing for Usman, but it seems like we have a triangle developing because Colt is developing an interest in Courtney as well.
I had to listen to the guy I like, same guy who loves another girl. And he's like, Cassidy, I love you, I love you. I'm like, you don't even say you like her or you're cute, just straight, I love you. If this is Usman's idea about how he falls in love, I'm worried about how he approaches sex. Is he just like, hi, I'm Usman, can I stick it in you?
Well, this is new waters for Usman. He's used to going for older women, like baby girl Lisa and Kimbali, like 50s and 60s. They loved his music. They were fawning over it. They thought he was like going to be the next superstar. Anyway, back to the hot tub speed dating. We have a shift in gentlemen, so we have Tim, Rob, and another rando joining the girls who have already been there from the last episode.
But my head's not in it.
At least Chantel has the self-awareness that she's not in the right headspace for this. She's been daydreaming about her friend who kissed her, and now she doesn't know if she's bi or straight or gay because she kissed a girl and she liked it. I mean, You know, that's a question I have. Why didn't they put more bisexual people on these shows? Like a couple bi guys, a couple bi girls. That would really keep things interesting and mix things up. What do you guys think? I don't know. To me, this is just too cookie cutter.
I'm messy and I know it.
So this guy jumps in, and the first thing they start talking about is Chantel. He wants to know all about her, so she tells him about how she's working her dream job, all things beauty, Botox, and filler injections. He admits that he doesn't have any idea about any of that stuff, and she immediately starts assessing his face.
What's your dream job? Botox and filler, aesthetic.
That's your dream job?
Yeah, it's my dream job. I love everything beauty.
So this guy is like 24, 25 years old. I see one forehead wrinkle. And believe me, Chantel doesn't let that go. She actually tells him that he could use a little bit of Botox. Are you kidding me? He's got one line on his forehead, and she's like, I mean, you could get about 20 to 80 units right there shoved into that line right there. That would really help your appearance, actually. You want me to book you? Do you want me to book you? It's like, Chantel, are you looking for a boyfriend or more clients for your job? Which one is it?
It's all relative to what a person wants. So if you want to wear your wrinkles, fine.
You're telling me I have wrinkles right now?
Chantel, how much Botox would my face need? Oh my god. She's picking on that poor 24, 25-year-old kid. And then there's people like us that don't have access. I just noticed this year that my face was starting to sag. Like, I can actually feel my skin sagging off my skull. But you know what? Aging is a part of life. If you can afford Botox and filler, all the power to you, no shame. But I don't think it's fair to force it on others and tell them that that's what they need, right? Like, if someone decides, you know what, I want to get some shit put in my face, it'll make me feel better, that's fine. But I don't think it's right to be like analyzing someone's face and being like, well, you have some lines, you have some wrinkles, you could really use some filler and some Botox. Like, your lips aren't even at butthole status yet. Like, are you even a person?
Wow. This bitch just made me feel so insecure about my face and my wrinkles. Like, the most passive-aggressive thing you could say. If you want to wear your wrinkles, peasant, I mean, I guess you could. I mean, it's not really in right now. If you can make any kind of facial expression with your eyebrows or your mouth, then, I mean, you're not doing things right. You need to be completely stone-faced.
You could use a little Botox, but it feels good that I could make a connection here.
He has one forehead line. What are you even talking about? You know, there's nothing wrong with gracefully aging and wearing your lines, wearing and embracing your wrinkles. We're all decaying. We're all dying.
Now, Courtney, you are going to approach Chad as he sits here at this lovely table, dining.
So next, Courtney goes up with the Chad. And it's so funny that his name is actually Chad, because when I was editing this episode, I was just referring to him as the Chad in my head. And then his name is actually Chad. It's so funny. Courtney is incredibly awkward, and she's so embarrassed to do this, and it shows. But she's actually kind of genuine and sweet, and at least she's trying. The Chad just sits there being super uncomfortable and awkward, not really giving her anything to work on. He's terrible at this, just like Edwin in the last episode, just sitting there like, was I expected to actually bring something to the table here? What the hell? I have to say things? It ends up being more like an interview, which is basically the same feedback that the other cast members gave them.
I mean, I think we're all insecure a little bit. There's definitely anxiety I have when meeting new people, and especially the ladies. So watching Courtney fumble and get nervous about roleplay is so sweet. We kind of have that in common, honestly. She seems very genuine.
So, well, Courtney and Usman have their own little thing going on. It seems like Colt is developing an attraction to her, as well as the little Asian lady May.
I know this is so awkward. So what are you drinking? A strawberry margarita?
I can't tell if the Chad is just too dumb to have a conversation or he's blatantly not into her. That happened with the guys who were on the speed date with Chantel. You could tell they clearly weren't into her, so they just didn't bother trying. Is that what this guy's doing too? You just can't be bothered to have a civil conversation? Like, nope, not into her, not hot enough, not even gonna bother trying. And she's just sitting there awkwardly smiling. But at least she's being friendly, and I think it's really cute how she's just sitting there and awkwardly smiling her way through it. She admits that she's super embarrassed and doesn't want to show her face at this resort again because of how this interaction went. But what a sport. I like Courtney. So we find out from Usman that he wanted it to go horrible with that because he wants it to go good with him. He's really into her. Back over at the hot tub speed dating.
I'm not super comfortable, like, in a bathing suit with my shirt off in front of strangers.
Really? Your body language could never have indicated that to anybody. You look so comfortable in your own skin, Tim.
Super awkward. Really freaking awkward. And now it looks like I'm going to be sitting in a hot tub with Jen, and this is what I've been dreading the entire day.
And this is going to be super awkward because Tim and Jennifer have to sit in the same hot tub and can't have a civil conversation. What do you know? Prior to that, he spends every single date or speed date that he's on bitching and complaining about Jennifer. Like, I'm having a hard time defending Tim because I feel like he's creating this scenario for himself. You're the older one here. You're the more mature individual here. So why can't you just stop talking about it? You can literally not bring up how Jennifer is your ex and how awkward and how uncomfortable this is for you. Just be the bigger man and shut the fuck up about it. If she wants to be the yappy poodle bitch like she was on the tell-all, then she will dig her own grave. But you keep talking about her. If it really seems like this is a self-fulfilling prophecy here, Tim. Everybody tells him, especially his dates, oh, just go talk to her. It'll be okay. You guys can work it out. Tim's always like, no, I don't think so.
Be careful, it's slippery. Oh, do I really have to do this?
So you guys know I'm no real fan of Tim. I'll talk more about him and the good notes about him later. I am more prone to liking Jennifer, but she lost me here. She's acting like a complete fucking 5-year-old. Like, she can't just have a civil conversation with him. How about they both just squash this beef that they have with each other right now? You're both shit-talking each other, and you both should just stop, because it's making you both look like immature assholes, and it's going to turn off anybody else who may have been interested in you. Jennifer's bitching, oh, he called me a gold digger, and that was so wrong. Bitch, he said you were bad at head. He said a lot of things about you. Here is his epic slip and fall, you guys. Iconic.
You almost killed me.
Seriously, Tim? You are such a fucking drama queen. Is he going to be okay after that slip and fall? I hope he didn't break a bone. Foreshadowing. Anyway, Jennifer just can't even with this. She's like, is this really necessary? Do I have to sit and talk to this fuck for 2 whole minutes? Like, is there any way that this can just not happen? And then she's like, you could go jump in the other empty hot tub and beat it. Like, I don't need you here at all, gringo. Just fuck off. Her choice of words was interesting to me, though. You can just jump right in. Go. Just jump in. And Tim's thinking, well...
I mean, it's just insane, right? Like,
Tim bitches and whines to the camera in his one-on-one that this just isn't fair. Like, he came here to do something he's never done before, and he wants to find love. And he's the only one who has to literally do this with his only ex that he's not on cordial terms with. Sorry, that went into Gino territory with the voice. I gotta work on that, on my Tim voice a little bit, sorry. Eventually, Tim does get the hint and beat it. I mean, it was just so bloody uncomfortable. Why would you want to sit and bother with that? Like, I have to say, Jennifer was such a beautiful person, but her shitty personality is just seeping through the mask. And, yeah, it's an instant hotness killer. She's not that pretty, after all. Honestly, I don't know why she's so pissed about him calling her a gold digger. He said a lot of worse things about her, and he could have said a lot worse things about her. What's worse than being a gold digger? being dirty, being loose, being a starfish, being terrible. He implied some of those things, not all of them, but honestly, I'd be way more pissed off to hear someone saying that about me than that I was a gold digger. Who cares? Back to the speed dating, Colty gets a shot with this girl, and he bombs. I was expecting Colt to have more game than that, because he even said that he thought he had some game, but this tanks real fast. And, you know, he says that he kind of feels a bit of a connection with this girl, but that he actually was hoping that he could flirt with Courtney because he's developing an interest in her as well.
Is there like a nipple or something? Is your body like a canvas pretty much? Accessorize yourself?
I mean, let's draw that back.
Yeah?
So this girl calls Colt out and tells him not to talk about her body on first introductions. That's not appropriate. Nobody wants that. Colt apologizes and takes the humiliation pretty well, I'd say. I gotta give him a pat on the back. That was an awkward situation to be in, and he handled it pretty well, despite being a fuck-up.
Is there someone you would have rather?
Yeah. I actually kind of like Courtney.
You know, I wasn't surprised that he liked the little Asian lady, May, but I'm also not surprised that he likes Courtney. If you think back on that second girl that he dated, not Larissa and not Vanessa, but Jess, the one in the middle, she kind of has the same kind of look as Courtney, in my opinion, so it makes sense that he would be into her. But Usman's already sniffing up that tree, so what kind of drama triangulation are we gonna get there? Poor Courtney, she has to choose between Colt and Usman. Oh man. Next we get Tiffany and Carlo, and they are the only ones that have a successful date. They end up having another date later that goes well. I just don't really care. I'm gonna zip past it. I'm happy for Tiffany. She's rocking it on this show, and I think she's gonna be a great person, a great character to watch. I don't see her being problematic at all. But there's no drama in that. She's just funny. So moving back to Tim in the hot tub. He eventually got the hint and decided to leave her be and get out.
That's super sweet of you. Thank you.
That's what I aim for, Jennifer. Being sweet all the time.
Jennifer's sitting there with her cat that got the canary little smirk. She feels like she won this interaction, but honestly, you both look like losers. Just have a normal conversation. Squash the beef. Stop making it uncomfortable for yourselves and everybody that you are interacting with at this resort. You're in your 30s and 40s. You're not teenagers. It's so stupid. Tim meets up with Chantel and Rob at the beach, and immediately they note that he doesn't look good, and he starts complaining about how Jennifer bullied him out of the hot tub, and I feel like he's rallying his girl, Chantel, to rise to his defense in this situation. Chantel will. She takes the bait right away. She's like, I am not going to let her bully my friend. I am super overprotective of my friends, and Tim is my friend. Good job, Tim. I love how he is so insecure in his own skin that he has to wrap himself up like a woman in his towel to hide his abdomen, torso area. You know, it's not your belly or your torso that's the problem, Tim. You have little girl shoulders. You need to do some lat exercises. I'm not a gym bro, but you need to do some shit to widen your shoulders out, bro, because you have tinier shoulders than my 13-year-old daughter. So we bring a few new men out. Rob, the useless one, Edwin, and another guy. I think it's Cole or something. I can't remember. Elise is being ridiculous, flaunting herself. She looks drunk. Rob, you can tell, is already over it. And this is a learning lesson for girls. I'm sorry to be old school, but
All too easy.
But, I mean, it's only day 2. So I would hope that the other women here don't, assume that I'm locked in with Elise.
Fuckboy Rob, who does not want to be perceived as a fuckboy, goes by classic fuckboy textbook. He's already had a slice of that, and he doesn't want all the other options to think that he's locked in. So he's really hoping that she's just down for, a light and easy breezy, no strings attached, no commitments. I mean, the man did just get out of a marriage, a really unstable marriage, Sophie, so he has all the right to take his time and get to know people and try out different connections. Elise dive bombing head first, thinking that they're going to have a relationship on day 2 is ridiculous. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. Acting this desperate, this clingy will scare any man away unless he's fucked too. You gotta take time, let it marinate.
Wait, am I delusional?
It's process and seeing where it goes and to make connections. Fine.
Guy translation. Don't expect anything serious. There's no strings attached. I'm not into you.
That brings a question. Have you made any connections today with anybody?
Another translation. I'm looking for others, so I hope you are too. So this is bad. Elise is only into Rob and no one else, and he is like, fuck! Fuck's sakes, how am I supposed to go score Jennifer now with this bitch attached to me?
You'd be thinking about me.
Probably.
And not focusing on meeting her. It's all.
I'm good. 100%. Like, I'm either like 100% or 0. There's not really in between.
Girl, that's fine, but you don't fucking tell him that, especially when you're on a dating singles retreat where there's gonna be all kinds of fucking shenanigans. No.
She's tripping. She's tripping like, this doesn't make any sense. We've only known each other for 2 damn days. And I'm fine. We were having fun.
Maybe this is why we don't make out with strangers that we've only known for less than an hour. You never know somebody's mental headspace.
This is bad.
It's only bad because it's gonna fuck up your game with all the other girls if she makes you look like an asshole fuckboy because of the consequences of both of your actions.
And now Jen is on my mind.
Bingo! Knew it! How are you supposed to look like a good guy for Jennifer if you have all this drama with Elise because she feels rejected after you guys had already fooled around so quickly?
She's hot. she is.
Well, Jennifer's already clocked you as a fuckboy, Rob, but she doesn't care. Oh my god, when he got into the hot tub and told her, of all people, that he almost fell, I died. I literally died because I couldn't stop thinking about TIMS' display of a slip and fall in front of her just moments prior, and then Rob's like, I got one chance. I've
got 2 minutes to shoot my shot with the hottest girl at this retreat. The pressure's on.
It just depends on how you carry yourself for the rest of the show.
Because he was making out with Elise the first night. I see a little bit of arrogance, but maybe it's just a lot of confidence, which is sexy.
We all know that Rob loves to have drama and bitch and fight with girls. Not so much guys. He always has drama with other women, so let's wait.
Rob and Jen are like super close, and then not knowing where Rob's head's at is kind of making me a little nervous. I think Jen needs to stop flirting around with every single man because I don't like competition, and no one competes against me. If I want something, I get it.
Elise, Jennifer is your competition on this show. What are you not getting? You two are the both hottest ones, and I'm saying that with air quotes here. Objectively speaking, they are the 2 most attractive girls. So, yeah, she's naturally going to be your rival. And Rob's into it. You can tell by his eyes. I would know.
Damn. She's telling me all the right things. What are you trying to do to me? Like, you're trying to, like, you're with my head, aren't you? Like, this, you can't be that girl. Like,
I don't think Rob can handle Jennifer. I mean, I think that they would be a good-looking match. And I think I got a little bit spoiled through Instagram that maybe they were hooking up or fooling around for some time during or after the resort. I don't know. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. So those who had to participate in all of the speed dates also had to rank each other. And the dating coach informs everyone of the few that happen to rank the lowest.
Chantel.
But that's not fair. How could that possibly be?
Nikki. Tim. And Jennifer.
Oh, me?
The delayed response. She was like, Jennifer. Oh, me? Seriously?
Yes. Like, I don't think that's fair. Who made this?
Your peers, the people that you dated, are the ones that made this.
Who came out with those results? It's insane.
That's just proof that you can't rely on solely your looks. That's all I'm gonna say. So Chantel's pissed that she was ranked low, and she blames it that her dates were awkward. When Rob is asked on how he ranked everyone, he says that he ranked everyone the same to keep it fair because the date was always the same, and this pisses off Elise.
I rated all the dates the same. Because to me, it was like, every date is us sitting in a hot tub for 2 minutes, so it all just felt like the same date over and over and over and over. So I just kind of rated them all the same.
I understand his reasoning, but that is such a fuckboy cop-out. And yeah, it super triggers Elise because obviously she feels like she should be ranked higher, that she's special.
I'm just trying to keep my options open without hurting anyone's feelings.
Right, but by ranking everyone the same, and that was your way of letting her know that she's not special and that you want to keep your options open, this is super childish, okay?
You're not special.
And she's gonna react poorly.
I don't want to look like that flaky guy who just like, one day I'm all over this girl, the next day just like it's nothing, I'm all over that girl.
But you are that guy, Rob. You just don't want to be perceived as that guy. What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't want to be perceived as what I am. So naturally, Elise acts poorly, as you do.
My entire night last night was with him, between us kissing, and making me feel special, and him giving me a score as just another girl. You know.
Girl, count your blessings that he showed you his cards early and that you didn't let him clap your cheeks. Move along, there's plenty of other tale here that's not Rob the Knob.
Rob messed with the wrong woman.
Rob the Knob messed with the wrong woman, so we know that she's cray-cray and she's going to make his life a living hell for the rest of the resort. I guess us viewers have that to look forward to.
It was fun until we had to like rate everybody.
Why did you say that our date was the same as everyone else's?
I knew you didn't get it. Everybody got
Okay,
So Lise wastes no time in confronting Rob on what the deal is with the ranking system. He tries to explain it. Everybody else gets involved. It doesn't take long before it escalates into complete debauchery, and it's not good.
Yeah, but I didn't really like that particular question.
But Rob, I don't really care what you like.
Okay.
So after kissing me last night, calling me on the phone for an hour and a half, and you're trying to get me to go you last night on the phone.
You're upset because I gave every girl the same number on one.
Rob, it's not about the ranking system. It's about her not being important to you anymore.
Your receipts. Pull up the receipt then. Did I not just say I want to hang out?
Show me some.
Yeah, show the receipts. Show the receipt then.
Oh, Rob's been through this rodeo before. Don't threaten receipts unless you actually have them, Sophie.
Elise is a model from Miami, and you're gonna give her 3? Are you kidding me? Elise is showing herself at you, like showing her ass, making out with you. Can you still manage this up?
He doesn't care if he fucks it up because he's not interested in it anymore. This is what happens when you're too easy and you fling yourself at a fuckboy, making yourself too available, stage 5 clinger. That's it. They're done. And who knows what kind of mental health issues. Like, this girl has admitted multiple times that she's insecure and that she gets what she wants, which tells me she has a sense of entitlement, maybe some spoiled brat tendencies. Who knows? I feel sorry for her that her feelings are hurt by Rob the Knob of all people, but I don't know what she was expecting. He just got out of a marriage and he's on a fuckboy resort island. Like, come on.
You want to take me behind doors and me so no one thinks you're a dog.
Oh, that escalated quickly. I could imagine this being awful triggering for Rob because Sophie liked to do this to him a lot in front of other people, so that's embarrassing.
In 24 hours, we've gone from we're vibing, we have a connection. Because I ranked her a 3, she is now yelling at me in my face, she's yelling at me, and I'm just like, yo, this chick is crazy. She might be a nutcase.
Yeah, probably. The hot ones usually are, Rob, but this is what you get.
Look at these time calls. FaceTimes me. 10:43 a.m. Calls me at 10 a.m. Incoming call for an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow.
But I'm just another girl, right? On the ranking board.
So I think it's safe to assume that this has broken beyond repair already.
God, what the
You know why.
Chantel embracing her real pick-me energy here gets Rob's side of the story and then enlightens him and us with her divine wisdom on the situation.
Elise is upset because she wanted to get and Rob didn't. Wanted her cheeks clapped and is let down because Rob didn't do it.
That's such a base explanation, Chantel, and you're not even 100% sure that's the problem. I think she would be equally as pissed off if they banged the night prior and he still treated her like this.
I think I'm gonna go to bed. Alright. Sweet dreaming.
So poor Elise scrapes what dignity she has left off the floor and takes herself back to her room. Rob confirms to everyone that he is over it. He'd been over it.
So you're not gonna say bye to her?
No, I'm not going to talk to her ever again. Because that was insanity.
I wear my sunglasses at night. I'm only a fuck boy when the cameras aren't on. Sorry, I suck. Anyway, poor girl's feelings are hurt, and she's got it out for Rob now. He messed with the wrong girl.
As just another girl. Sometimes I speak quickly and I should think probably before I speak. It's just really scared of getting hurt, and it just happened.
I will mess you up!
I get mad because you don't want to them, and then they start, blah, 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 speaking all this nonsense.
Chantel, you sound like you have all this experience dating women all of a sudden. What are you talking about? Throwing her under the bus like that? She's mad that he didn't want to fuck her? No, her feelings are hurt that he's treating her like she doesn't matter.
Your entire life is garbage.
That's crazy because, if that's what she wanted, she really just tanked it and shot herself in the foot. That is never gonna happen. Yeah. Why would you do that if that's what you want?
I was not envious of you during that, bro.
Come on, Tim, you had your dose of drama with Jennifer already. Don't even start with that. Colty finds an opportunity to seize the moment and stir up some drama of his own. Hi, guys!
Rob, that you got into something, because I really thought it would have been Chantel and Usman.
So Usman had made some comment in passing that if Chantel was a man, for calling him a scammer, he would have hit her over it, but because she's a woman, he wouldn't.
He said if you were a guy, he would have hit you.
Damn.
Yeah. I calling him a scammer. Yeah, calling him a scammer and all that.
It's obviously just some throwaway comment that he made, like a rhetorical, metaphorical, like if she was a guy, I would have hit her. I was so mad over it. Obviously, I would hope that Usman would never go hit a woman over it. But Chantel, I guess because she's had some drinks and wants to seize the moment for some drama of her own, decides to confront him over it and then ask him if he wants to fight her.
You want to punch me in the face or what's that? You guys are not fighting. Do you want to fight me?
No, I don't want to fight you.
Do you want to fight me?
No.
Alright, I got it. Okay.
Well, that was dumb and pointless. Like Usman was just gonna turn around and just crack her one right in the nose with the cameras running. Like, yeah, bitch, shut up. Call me a fucking scammer. I think he handled that in the best that he could have. That was a tense situation. He tries to get Courtney to come back to his room with him to quote-unquote watch a movie, but Colty can't allow this to happen. He's got to be the cockblocker extraordinaire. If he doesn't get any, Usman's not getting any.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
Usman is annoyed by this, rightfully so, because he feels like him and Courtney already have a connection and he wanted to see where it would go, and Colty is literally just standing in the way with his big ass, preventing it from happening.
There is no way in heck that I'm letting that happen.
And Colty has his own reasons. He thinks it's selfish of Usman for trying to keep Courtney all for himself because he wanted a chance to sit and flirt and talk with her this evening.
I feel like me and Courtney already have the connection, and I'm kind of trying to see what will happen tonight. And then Colt is being so weird, he's so annoying.
Yeah, he's being annoying on purpose, bud. It's called cock blocking.
You're nothing but a cock blocking machine. I don't know what you are. You're like the Israeli Iron Dome defense system, but with vaginas instead of missiles. What? You're like some sort of cock blocking Terminator sent back from the future to cock block humans.
Sorry. It's the exact opposite of a wingman. If he ain't getting, you ain't getting it. And that's the way it's going to be. You're going to watch that movie alone in your bed tonight. Just like how Colt is going to be taking his phone alone to bed tonight. But they meet up the next morning, which is a lot more appropriate, I'd say. A breakfast date instead of a last minute, last call. Wanna come to my room and cuddle and see what happens, baby? Like, that's like lame. That's like little kid shit. Be a man. And Courtney's actually handling this really well. If only Elise would have taken a page out of her book. Because Courtney, even though she's already interested in Usman, she's saying he has to earn it.
Right now, Usman's my number one. He just needs to step up his game. He needs to do more than just talk. Talk is cheap. I think he's a smooth talker, and he may just want something physical. I don't want to just hook up. I want something more, and he needs to figure out if he feels the same.
Good for you, girl. You keep your standards and keep that bar high up off the ground, because Elise, for example, her bar is on the fucking floor, and look what that got her. And she was quote unquote one of the hottest ones, and look at where she is now. Everyone thinks she's crazy, stage 5 clinger and desperate. It's no good.
Okay. You know she's his ex.
Yeah.
She said he don't want to touch her.
So Usman spills the tea on what Jennifer had told him and Rob regarding her and Tim's past. And this is super interesting to Courtney.
The female strippers, right? So he was ready to pay for somebody to give her like lap dance. And he did it, and he watched it happening, and he liked it.
Courtney is not at all shocked that Tim and Jennifer would be into some kinky stuff. And she has to explain to Usman what a cuck is because he had no idea. That's not at all in their culture. And you could tell it kind of weirded him out a little bit to be informed that that's actually a thing. He's like, what? Weird.
I wonder if he's a cuckold.
What cuck is?
It's like a guy that wants to watch their woman have sex with another guy, basically.
You do that in the state?
Usman is like, bruh, not me. Couldn't be me. What the hell?
That's like something.
We don't do that in
I don't do that. I don't do that.
We don't do that in our culture, and you shouldn't do it either.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Like, no, I'm not doing that, but that's something. It's like if he's not wanting to sleep with her, but then he's paying other guys and like enjoying watching other guys be with her.
Probably. It's just so weird, the whole story. Like, I just don't understand it.
That's okay, Usman. I don't understand it. I don't think a lot of people understand it. And I'm not kink shaming anyone who is into it. It literally comes from a place of ignorance and insecurity. Like, I could not understand putting myself through that unless I was masochistic and wanted to feel all those feelings that would come up. And I'm not sexually damaged like that.
And then, honestly, I want to know if this rumor is true, so I'm going to go directly to the source.
Courtney's so funny. She blatantly admits that she is not going to keep this a secret, but luckily she's going to go straight to Tim and find out if it's true or not. Rob shows up and immediately is bitching and complaining about his time with Elise, and then she shows up and the episode ends. Dun dun dun. We have to wait for next time.
There were a couple dates on this show between Tiffany and Carlo and Jennifer and Cole, I think, the pilot. But I didn't bother leaving those in because I can't be bothered. We're only focusing on the trash and the drama because I don't have patience for these super long episodes going tit for tat over every little thing. Okay? Thanks. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of my subscribers so much, and if you're new here, please do consider hitting that bell and the subscription button. It would mean a lot to help get my channel growing. I'd love to get that plaque one day from 100,000 subs. I mean, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. God, I hate my hair. I want to shave it off so bad. But if I shave it off, I will still have to grow it out.